And we should no longer from that point pay tithe.
From the point where Jesus abolished the law on the cross, the Bible says he took the enmity away and abolished the law on the cross. He nailed it to the cross, even the ordinances that were against us. This is the point. If anybody ever agrees to tithing in the church now, then let us do everything. I mean, let us go through the whole 9 yards. It's not just tithes, bro. It is sin offering, wave offering, Pentecost, Jubilee, washing of the clothes, washing of the hand. Let's go back to the sanctuary. Let's go back to the temple. Let's go back to the lamb, the bulls, the goats. Let's go back to everything. We cannot cherry pick tithes out of 638 ordinances and say we carry tithes over all of a sudden. No. Either Jesus abolished the law or we are deceiving ourselves in Nigeria. It's either of the two.
You know, I love it when people use well-crafted English to punctuate the Bible. It's an evil. I hate evil. What my brother just said, it's pure evil. And I'll help him. That's what I wanted to explain when he jumped on it. Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection was to take away the old order of sin and atonement, and to give us a better way to the Father. So that he himself went into the holies of holies once and for all with his own blood, so that we no longer have to bring the blood of bulls and goats and yele and odele and everything. That was why Jesus came. And that's why Jesus does not contradict himself. That's why Jesus himself said, I have not come to revoke, repudiate, abrogate, set aside, destroy.
You're also using English, sir. Just to mention.
God bless you.
Right.
I take it. Jesus said, I have not come to destroy the law and the prophet. I came to offer myself as the replacement for sacrifice.
Oh, awesome.
Now, you know what beats my imagination is when you model everything together as if Jesus' death and resurrection put an end to our moral obligations in honor to God. Can I clear this very quickly?
No, you're saying many things, sir. Let me
I said Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection does not stop tithes and offerings. What it stopped was the old order of we approaching the Father, asking for forgiveness of sin and atonement.
So you quickly dissociate tithes and offerings under the law from the sacrifices under the law.
God bless you. I was waiting to let him ask that question. Now you see, he is the one cherry picking, selective, and attacking tithe. If you say we should stop paying tithe, then we should stop having marriages because it's under the law.
Lie.
Wait now, will you relax?
In the beginning, it was not so.
Will you relax?
No,
where was that said?
That doesn't.
Where was that said?
Huh?
Matthew 19.
And what was it referring to?
God bless you.
Genesis 1.
Please, sir.
Or Genesis 3, right?
I read one of my brother's posts.
No, sir. Marriage, let's reverse that. So marriage can never be before
now.
The law now. No.
Sir.
At least we agreed that Sarah was Abraham's wife.
Let us do this.
Okay.
To be able to understand what
marriage
was abolished by the death of
restitution.
Sir,
You used to do restitution, sir.
Oh, so when you disciple your people, you don't tell them to confess their sins to God and to depart from. What is restitution? Anyway, let me ask you, what is restitution?
Restitution is repaying back what you took.
God bless you. So your son brought in someone's iPad or phone or pencil from school. You say, well, if you take it back, the parents are going to be. Is that what you do?
No. Don't describe myself as a parent for myself as a Bible. No,
okay, let me use myself as an example.
Let me explain to you. There are people, sir, you could never restitute in your life. I'm just saying that respectfully. Because there are people you stole pencil from in secondary school, borrow from in primary school. You could never, those people are dead. I mean, what about people who had killed people before they got born again? How did you restitute it? They raised them back?
God bless you. That's a very sensible question. How do I restitute when it's beyond me? I trust Christ.
Oh, really?
Listen, see, don't let's mix it up.
So where I cannot do it, I trust Christ.
In order not to deviate so much.
Okay. Let's stay with the time.
Yes, in order not to deviate so much.
Yeah.
I think we already agreed the point where tithing started.
Okay.
The point where tithing the point where we departed again for the second time is where tithe stopped, or where it should not have stopped. It did not
The
stop.
point where he departed was that he is not aware that we have 3 categories of priesthood. And the 3 are in the church. Wait now, he doesn't believe that he doesn't believe in the Melchizedek order of priesthood.
Let me ask
And what is the Melchizedek order of
let me
priesthood,
ask
sir?
you.
That is the order of righteousness.
Good.
Our righteousness is not only just imputed, but also must be worked out.
Okay, worked out. How?
God bless you.
Explain.
Because there are 2 categories of salvation. And listen, true of us.
I don't know. You're the one telling
God
me.
bless you. There is salvation from sin, which neither of us can do anything about.
Then the second one.
Ephesians chapter 2 verse 8. It is a free gift of God through grace by faith in Christ Jesus.
Let's go to the one
not
that has
of
to do with
works.
tithes.
Philippians chapter number 2 verse 13. He said, but now work out your salvation
With fear.
and trembling. What do you think he's talking
And the
about?
next verse, as you have obeyed in my absence, also obey in my presence.
God bless
Exactly
you.
what he was talking about.
Just listen,
Now,
listen.
you cannot
What's the-
take that literally,
what's-
because that would mean that he's saying, be like this. No, the fear and the trembling there is that the way you have obeyed
Can
in
I-
my absence, obey in my presence.
Pastor Ari,
sir.
can I
There's-
help you, sir?
That has nothing to do with tithes. Let's
Can I-
stay on tithes.
No.
Let's stay on tithes. Let's stay on tithes. That's why I'm here. Let's stay on tithes.
I love this, my brother. And I really mean
exactly
it.
why I needed to streamline it. The point of departure.
The point of departure is, I was trying to tell him,
The point
let
of
him.
departure again, sir. Just
Okay, sir.
As a matter of refreshing our memory.
Okay.
The point of departure again, the most recent, is that it said Tithing stopped.
Who stopped it?
But you're saying it continued even though Jesus Christ came, died, resurrected. He only took away the things we needed to do with sacrificing, atonement, and the rest.
And what
But he
did
didn't
Jesus?
take away tithe.
And what did Jesus himself say about tithe?
Matthew 23:23. Can I?
Is that all?
No. I
What
just
about
remember that.
What about Luke 11:42?
And what did this say?
It's the same scripture, but just that Luke gave it to more. more
Let's
broad.
read it. Let's read it.
No problem. Wow. So that's my final words. I'm going to stick with what Jesus says, and I'm going to obey that to the letter.
But let's read
No
it.
matter
Let's
what
read it.
anyone says
Let's read
afterwards,
it.
it doesn't make any.
Let's
It wouldn't
read it.
make any difference to me. Sorry, sir. Let me just quickly get there.
Yes, sir.
Luke 11:42. But woe, I'm reading from the NET translation, just in today's English. But woe to you, Pharisees! You give 1/10 of your mint, rue, and every herb, yet you neglect justice, love for God. But you should have done these things without neglecting the order.
Okay.
Jesus. And then
Tithe of their.
he said, you guys pay your tithe. I'm not against tithe.
Can I ask you a question?
No.
Wait now.
We'll come to you, sir.
He says, I'm not
Just it.
against tithe. Because you cannot give if you don't love. Or should I help you? You can give and not love, but you cannot love and not give. If you see any man that obey the instructions of God, it is what? A response, a demonstration of their love and honor. I send money to my mom. I send money to her regularly. My siblings do the same. Why? Because she's been there for us. How much more my Heavenly Father that gives me the breath of life? Now, Jesus said, you should have paid your tithe. I'm not saying you shouldn't pay your tithe. However, don't forsake the weightier matter, which is our Matthew 23:23. What is the weightier matter? It says, number 1, justice. What is justice? Be just. Be fair to all. Mercy. What is mercy? Even where someone is wrong and should have been condemned. Grace is what? Unmerited favor. Mercy is what? Exempted from judgment. He said mercy. And what is the last one? Faith. Because without faith, we cannot please God.
So does it mean that?
I don't know what it means. I'm just quoting
I'm
Jesus.
just asking you now.
Okay.
What you just read?
Yes,
Does it
sir.
mean that justice and other things, justice, mercy, and the rest of them are weightier than tithe?
Excellent man. Yes.
This plays the role of tithe.
God bless you. That is where we are. And that's why anybody can just open their mouth and bash the church. The pastors, not all pastors. I was asking, one of my very wonderful sisters asked me just 2 days ago and said, sir, I have a challenge with you that you want us to pay tithe. I said, okay. I said, what's the challenge, sir? He said, no. Can't you see how pastors are living such an opulence, such a reckless, abandoned life? I know a pastor that has 7 Omar Jeeps, all the same color, but you need to see the street where he's driving out. It's shame. who is saying, I asked this wonderful daughter of Zion, I said, Ma, have you seen a fake $1,000 bill? She paused and reasoned and said, no, there's no $1,000 bill. I said, do you know why there's no fake $1,000 bill? Because there are no originals. So fakes are proof that they are originals. We must never miss that. That someone is living, yes, fakes are
Can I
proof
respond now?
that the originals. That someone is, living such an ostentatious life
Without working.
without working. I mean, Melchizedek was already a king. Melchizedek was not made rich because of the tithe. I worked 15 years as an investment. And I serve in a ministry, in a local ministry, where we have a pastor over us.
Which is the time.
By the grace of God.
Get share of it.
Yeah, don't listen to me. I'm not a full pastor. I'm not on the salary of the church. So I work for free.
Well,
No.
let's not even get
But you know
personal.
that one day you get. But let me come to you, sir.
Augusta,
What-
can I answer your question? I hope that one day, if I ever have a ministry, yes, I will teach the truth, and I will never need to compel anyone. But I'll let them know that it's part of their spiritual obligation to honor God with their substance, which includes tithe and offering. And that's the position of the Bible.
Okay, let me come
All
to
right.
you,
Now,
Pastor.
the first thing is,
So I think you think,
I hate to be sentimental about doctrinal issues. Nobody here, and we are pastors, sir. We don't take the position of some radio personality or anything. None of us here are discussing tithe because some pastors are living ostentatious lives,
well,
or they have private
Well,
jets.
that's why it's trending.
No,
so we
but
can't,
let
we
me-
cannot-
let me speak
we
for
cannot-
myself.
It's not-
We cannot.
Let me speak for myself.
Some people who pay tithe who don't even care what you use it for also are asking whether
That-
they should continue.
That's the Bible sense.
So-
Can I speak for myself,
Yes.
please?
That's the Bible sense.
I've never taken tithe a day of my life, and this is my 6th year in ministry.
Wow.
And you cannot
This
say
is
that
my
I'm not
22nd.
blessed. But this is the point, sir. This is the point. We are talking about biblical giving. You understand what I'm talking about? Now, I pray that he prospers and have a jet. I ride on planes. I believe he travels all around the world too. So that is not the issue. The issue is not who has a private jet, who has a... The issue is what is the Bible saying on this subject. And that's what I'm here to discuss, not the frivolity of it. Now, he mentioned some things about the law preaching that Jesus was saying that they should have done mercy, faith. Is that not? And
Judgment.
And judgment. And not
Mercy.
to have left the other undone.
Uh-huh.
Sir. Very, very important to read the context of scriptures. Now, where is the place in the Bible where Bible preach that law ministers faith? It's an aberration to even use law and faith in the same sentence. Look at Galatians chapter 3 verse 12. Galatians 3 verse 12. And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them. Pay attention. The second thing is, Jesus said, you have read in the law, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But I say, what is in the law is not mercy and judgment. What is in the law is retribution and vengeance. Are you paying attention? That is what is in the law now. Everybody knows that, sir. Let me finish.
Eye for an eye, tooth for
Tooth for a tooth. We all know that. That's what is in the law. Now,
The same Galatians chapter 4 said the law was put in place as a school teacher to bring us to Christ. The law in itself is righteous. It's the breaking of it that makes punishment. So how can you say the law is for retribution? That's an error.
Jesus said it
oh,
came-
wait.
he said it
Wait.
to fulfill.
To fulfill it.
Wait. Now that Jesus has fulfilled it, what are you fulfilling, sir?
Excuse me, sir. I think we are still missing a point. Because Jesus has fulfilled the law and is resurrected.
So what are you fulfilling?
God bless you, sir. Maybe going forward, I should covet other people's wife and take it home. I should steal. I should kill.
Well, let me continue.
Jesus
Let
has
me-
fulfilled the law for me, hasn't it? Isn't it? Then I should kill you because I hate your face.
Sir, the law is not the regulator of your life. You have what is called the fruit of the Spirit. That is why you have the Holy Ghost on the inside of you.
Oh.
Sir, nobody here is discussing against morality or discussing against giving.
Tell
think
them,
we should narrow it back to
tell him that morality, what you just call morality, is the law we are talking about.
What law? Sir, in the law, you are guilty the way you stand. You are wearing clothes of diverse colors, sir. It is against the law.
You are keeping
shaved your
beards,
hair.
you shave.
It's against the law.
And
we are
Jesus-
both guilty under the law. There is nothing about us that we can fulfill the law. Let's set the law apart. Jesus, and let me explain very well what Jesus was saying, that you should have done this and left the other undone. Is that okay? I want to.
Oh, you mean you need to explain that English?
I need to explain the context, sir. The context explains it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
Matthew.
give you another one so that I can explain it too.
Matthew. Where is that now?
Just tell me, maybe I can help you. We're here
Yeah,
to help
please.
ourselves.
Matthew, where it says that you should have done this.
23.
Okay, Matthew 23. Okay, good. Matthew 23. Then it says, ye blind guides, which strain at the gnat and swallow a camel. Woe unto you, and it goes on. Then it says, woe unto you, Pharisees, for ye are hypocrites. For ye are like whited sepulchres, which indeed are up, beautiful, but inward. Now, verse 28, it says, even so ye appear outward righteous, but you are full of hypocrisy and lies and all of this. There's something good. Verse 26, thou blind Pharisee, clean first that which is within the cup and the platter, and the outside of them shall be clean also. Pay attention. Was he asking them to fulfill the law that he himself fulfilled? No. He was saying that if you had focused on faith, you would have also not need to fulfill this at all. Because look, the law is not of faith. If you had cleaned the inside, the outside would have been what? Cleaned also. You would not need to clean the outside. It would have been cleaned also. Look at Romans chapter 8. For you to know that those of us who have received the Spirit of God, we have the law fulfilled in us without doing anything at all. Romans 8.
Before you go to Romans 8, sir, can you quickly read Romans 3:31? Please let him hear.
All right. I hope it's in relevance to this.
Yes,
Romans 3:31.
Yes, sir. Please read it very loud.
Oh, do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yeah, we establish the law. How do we establish the law in this context? Pay attention. Sir, these things are written in context. You don't just cherry pick it. You read the context. Look at it.
Oh, that's cherry picking.
Yes, sir. That is what it means to cherry pick. Look at it. Look at this. Verse 20. Therefore, by the deeds of the law shall no flesh be justified in the sight of God. For by the law is knowledge of sin. But now, the righteousness of God without the law is manifest, being witnessed by the law and the prophet. Even the righteousness of God. Now, let's look at 29. Okay. No, we don't have time. Even the righteousness of God, that is by faith.
Because all this do not seem, I'm so sorry, all this do not seem like they are addressing tithe again.
No, it's a component of the law.
No, it's a component.
No. I don't want us to go further than.
Tithe did not have its origin in the law.
Okay, now let's stay with Abraham and Jacob, sir.
Tithe has been in existence before the law.
Good, sir. Can we stay with Abraham and Jacob?
Tithe continued during the law. In the days of Jesus.
Of grace.
And
also.
Jesus. Sir, during the days of Jesus, we didn't have the New Testament. Do you agree? For without the death of a testator, a testament is not in force.
It's quoting Hebrews chapter 9, verse 16.
And is it wrong? Sir?
I know.
Good.
Again, I told you that we are not here to debate, sir. We're here to shed
discuss.
light. But you see, if there's anyone listening to us right now, and is more confused than when he started listening to us, then we have not done anything.
I don't think
that's
anybody
exactly why I wanted
confused.
us to know points where the views depart or the interpretations depart, so that we don't just continue.
See, if you had allowed me to explain the three kinds of priesthood, everything will have fallen in place. But because I don't want to look like...
Okay, to make it looks very simple and easy, sir. The three kinds of priesthood, the three you intended to explain. Do the three still continue? Which of them still continues? If
the
any?
Melchizedek, that's what it claims.
The Melchizedek continues.
Which he doesn't agree.
Which he doesn't agree.
Okay, that is why I want us to establish it.
And because he doesn't agree, there's no meeting point.
Exactly.
No, let me agree.
So
I want to agree.
Okay, fine.
I want to agree on the Melchizedek priesthood that we are still running.
That Jesus Christ represents the same as Melchizedek.
And guess what?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Melchizedek means what? The Prince of Righteousness.
Yes, I've told you that's an interpretation of his name.
Why?
Just like Salem is in Jerusalem. Salem is in Jerusalem. It was old Jerusalem, sir. That king of
Okay,
Salem.
fine. So that we don't just continue, and because if we decide to continue, it will not end. Because you will not agree. That's exactly why I decided to moderate it and just establish the points where the departures happen. And then finally, let's just look at this. If tithes continues, sir,
okay, sir,
it's supposed to continue according to the references you have pointed us or you have cited.
Okay, sir.
For what purpose? What is it supposed to be used for?
God bless you, sir. He said, bring in all the tithes and the offering that there may be meat in my house. Another translation says that the needs of my house may be met.
But that's Malachi.
Wait now. Okay.
It says that if tithe continues, in that after the resurrection of Jesus, if tithe continues,
Is that your, was
how
that
should
your
it be
question?
done?
If it's yes.
Because I got your question. Was that your question, sir? So
It
that
is also yes. It is also the
it's
question.
also part of
yes,
it, because that's not the question you
Because
asked.
there's no way you answer it without mentioning
I want to
with the purpose for which it continues. What purpose it should be serving.
No, if we say it continues, that means we are saying
The
that
purpose should be
after
serving,
Jesus
yes.
rose. If it continues after Jesus rose, then
The
there must
purpose is
be a
supposed to be
text.
serving. That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
If it continues after Jesus rose, the purpose it is supposed to be it is supposed to be serving after Jesus already died
God bless you, sir.
and rose. Yes.
A woman once came and broke an alabaster box, and the odor filled the whole place. And someone said, "Oh, this should have been sold and the money given to the poor." And Jesus said, "Shut up. The poor you always have with you. But I didn't say you should be the poor. Every man is supposed to work and earn an honest living."
That's correct.
And so tithe is a tenth of your legitimate earning, which means an armed robber can bring tithe. It's a defective offering. And because I, Akinwale Rotimi, I don't have an opinion on tithe. I live scriptures. If my scriptures say pay, I pay. If my scriptures say don't pay, I don't pay. Now that Jesus rose again, do we still take the communion?
You take the communion, sir.
Yes, I take communion. He doesn't take communion.
Yes, sir.
Do I need to restitute if I need to?
You do.
Oga, I'm sorry when you called me, it was not because I must say the truth. Yes, I do. Do I still believe in marriage vows? Yes, I do.
Marriage
Do
vows
I
has nothing to
believe-
do with the law.
Oga, please, sir.
Okay.
It all started under the law. It didn't start with Jesus. It didn't start in the New Testament. It started way back under the law.
Okay.
The naming ceremony, do we still do naming ceremony?
Yeah, we
Jesus has resurrected.
No, we do.
Because he said
And we
after
don't do it after the law.
it was under the law.
No,
And
we
so
don't bring just those to our naming ceremony.
No, wait
do we?
now. When did you name your child, sir?
I have not had a child yet.
Okay.
But I'm married.
Okay. Did you have one? Do you have one? When did you do the naming ceremony? Okay. Well, I named my child on the 8th day.
No, my friends named there on the 2nd day. That was not relevant.
The most important thing is they named. Where did we take that from? It's from the Old Testament.
No, sir. Adam gave birth and he named his son Seth. He named another one Cain. He did the naming ceremony.
I'll help you, sir. Luke chapter number 1 told us that even when Jesus was brought to the temple to be named, they even came with the offering that
Again,
Moses commanded.
That was still under the law.
Before Jesus started the
That-
ministry.
That was before
Before
even Jesus died.
Don't worry. I'm just telling you the things that we are still doing long after Jesus has resurrected. We still do naming.
Which is a matter of choice.
We still do communion. We still do restitution where we can. And if not, we leave our conscience to God and allow the righteousness, imputed righteousness, to override the righteousness that we should walk and not abdicate responsibility to God. Because people keep talking about righteousness, imputed righteousness, which comes by faith. Okay? If you like here, live here now. And when you see traffic law, when it says red, try and move. See what they'll do to you.
Like time is up.
Now, the point is this: the Bible is very, very clear. Jesus says, "I have not come to Matthew 7." This is my last one. Matthew 5:7. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets.
Good.
If you read it from the beginning, you will get a full grasp of what he was talking about, because they were accusing me of this and that, and your disciples don't wash hands, and they don't do this. He said, Jesus said, look, listen to me. I have not come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am not come to this. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophet. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. If my author of salvation, the captain of my salvation, fulfilled the law, and he showed me a better way to the Father through forgiveness of sin and remission, and I have appropriated the blood, the moral, spiritual responsibility of my love and the demonstration of my love to God should be nothing less. Again, if I still do other things that we still do today and only say I will not do tithe, then I'm a hypocrite. God bless you.
Thank you. On my final word, he agrees to doing very many other things that are under the law. I agree to doing everything that a new creation should do. As a new creation, we live by the Spirit of God. We give because we are of the Spirit. God's Spirit lives on the inside of us. We don't fornicate because our body is a temple of the living God. We honor people because the life of honor is in us. And we do all of these things because we are sons of the living God, not by any iota of the law. But cursed is everyone that does not continue to do everything that is under the law. Now, let me end with this. He said that Jesus came to fulfill the law. And I believe that if
the Bible said that.
Yes, the Bible said that. And if he agrees to that, then what is it fulfilling? Now, Luke 24, verse 44. And he said unto them, this was after he rose, these are the words which I speak unto you, while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled, which were in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. And he opened their understanding that they may understand the scripture, that thus and thus it behoved Christ to suffer and to rise the third day, and that remission of sins be preached in his name, beginning at Jerusalem. Jesus fulfilled the law, as he said he would. Now, he didn't just say I fulfilled the law, he said I fulfilled the law and the prophet. The question is, how do you fulfill the prophets? He said both the law and the prophet in the same sentence, and you fulfill the both after he resurrected. That is all there is to it. We are believers, we give, and we give beautifully. We sell properties to even give, as the early church did, but not by constraints, not as a covenant to prosperity, not as any of these things. It is the life of God in us. God bless you.
Thank you very much. And in rounding off, sir, you want to encourage people.
I want to encourage people who are out there, please, if you're a tither, don't stop paying your tithe. If you're a giver, please don't stop giving. The church has suffered more than this in the past, and we've always come out the better for it. And in case you want to know what tithes and offerings are used for in the church, I'd like you to just go online and look for a certain Leke Beecroft. He gave us a list of about 48 things that the churches do today, including my pastor here. His church also does some of those things. And in case you want to learn more, please feel free to reach out to Sarah. This is the best place to be. Till I come your way again, God bless you.
And Pastor Harrison, you want to encourage people to do what?
I reiterate that I don't do any of such things that he said. He doesn't probably know my ministry well. And that being said, I've never taken a tithe a day of my life. We fully give. I work, I give. My members work, they give. And that is all there is to it. And let everybody abound in giving. Be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. As much as you know that we all stand before the reward seat of Christ to be blessed as we have done in our bodies. God bless you.
Thank you very much, and we hope this debate continues.
Thank you so
there
much.
is need for it again later.
God bless you. Thank you so much.